Hello children, this is Samita Padola from Jagran Public School, Noida. Hope you all are doing very well at your home. Today I am going to help you to revise all the previous chapter we have already taught. So let's start. First of all, we will revise about what is an organ. A group of tissues in a living organisms that have been adapted to perform a specific function are called organs. Organs can be divided into two main groups. One is external organs, which you can see outside your body, and others are internal organs, which are found inside your body. For example, your heart, stomach, liver. All these organs have different function and help your body to do various tasks. There are 5 sense organs. For example, nose, eyes, ears, tongue, skin. Our sense organs help us to know about the things around us. Nose help us to smell. Smell can be good or bad. Eyes help us to see. We can see the size, shape, and color of things around us. Ears help us to hear different sounds. Sounds can be loud or soft. Tongue helps us to taste sweet, sour, bitter, and salty things. Skin is the largest sense organ. It helps us to feel hard, soft, hot, cold, smooth, and rough surfaces. We touch things to feel them. So let's know about what is seedling. The plant starts life as a seed, which germinates and grows into a plant. This tiny plant turns into a mature plant or a tree. The mature plant produces flowers, which are fertilized and produce seeds in a fruit or seed pod. The plants need various things to grow. For example, water, carbon dioxide, minerals, and nutrients. In this way, plants are the producer. They make their own food and store it into a different parts of a plant, which we use and consume as fruits and vegetables. From chapter 3, I have taken a most important question. The whole chapter revolves around this, and this is, what is a family? A family is a group of people related to each other. Grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, and children together make a family. All members of a family may or may not live in the same house. First, we will know about the nuclear family. A nuclear family has only parents and children. It may be big or small. Now come to the joint family. A joint family has grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, and cousins living together in the same house. When you are living in a family, you must understand each other and you should take care of each other. Our grandparents play with us. They tell us stories and take us to the park. They do many other things to show their love for us. Even our parents look after all our needs. They work hard to make us comfortable. We can also show our love for our family in many ways. We should obey our elders and we should not be rude to them. We should take care of a family member who is unwell. We should be polite to everyone. Do not be rude to your brother or sister. Help everyone at home. Now let's come to the chapter 4. Here I am going to tell you about what is a balanced diet. We all know about the diet. Diet is the food that we eat and drink regularly. A balanced diet includes the right amount of food from each food group. It helps us to remain healthy. So let's know more about these food groups. First is energy giving food. We need energy for everything we do. Food that gives us energy is called energy giving food. Rice, potato, sugar, and butter give us lots of energy to work and play. Now come to the second group, that is bodybuilding food. Food that helps our bones and muscles to grow strong is called bodybuilding food. Grains, peas, pulses, milk, eggs, and meat are bodybuilding food. Now come to the third type, that is protective food. Food that protects us from diseases and helps us to remain healthy is known as protective food. Fruits, vegetables, and milk are example of this kind of a food. All fruits and some vegetables are eaten raw. We cook some vegetable to make them soft and tasty. Balanced diet is very important for everyone. So we should take always balanced diet in our food to be a healthy. Chapter 5 explains us about clothes we wear. We wear different clothes in different seasons. Like food and water, clothes are also one of our basic needs. We wear clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, rain, and insects. Now let's know about different types of clothes. We wear cotton clothes in summer. They keep our body cool, they allow air to pass through, they absorb sweat easily. Shirt, frock, skirt, pant are example of these kind of clothes. Now come to the next type of clothes, that are silk clothes. We also wear clothes made of silk. We get silk from the silkworm. It lives in a cocoon made of long sticky thread. This thread is used to make silk clothes. When it's time to winter, we wear woolen clothes to keep ourselves warm. Wool comes from the hair on the body of sheep. We also wear leather clothes in winter. They keep us warm. We get leather from the skin of the dead animals. Leather is used to make belt, jacket, and shoes also. We wear waterproof clothes when it rains. They prevent us from getting wet. Raincoat, gumboots are example of such clothes. There are different types of fiber which we use while making clothes. Fiber can be natural or synthetic. Synthetic fibers are man-made. Nylon, rayon, and polyester are some synthetic fibers. And we get natural fibers from plants and animals. Cotton, jute, silk, and wool are example of natural fibers. So let's revise. We need shelter. We all need a house to live in. A house protects us from sun, rain, cold, and storm. It keeps us safe from thieves and stray animals. It also keeps away dust, dirt, and insects. Now let's know about different kinds of houses. Houses are of many kinds. People build houses according to their needs. Now let's know about the portable houses. Houses that we can move easily are called portable houses. A tent is a portable house. It is made of cloth. A houseboat floats on water is also a portable house. A caravan is a portable house on wheels. Now come to the kacha house. Kacha houses are made of mud, wood, bamboo, clay, and straw. They are temporary. They can be broken down and rebuilt easily. Now let's know about the pakka houses. Houses made of bricks, cement, steel, iron, concrete. Concrete means mixture of cement, sand, small stones and water. And wood are called pakka houses. They are stronger than kacha or portable houses. Most people in cities and towns live in pakka houses. Now let's know about pakka houses and its types. First, we will discuss about a single story house which has only one floor, a double story house which has 2 floors. Bungalows are big houses with lawns. An apartment or a flat is a house in a multi-story building. Now come to the special kind of houses. First is stilt house. Stilt houses are built on high bamboo poles called stilts. We find them in places with heavy rainfall. Igloos are houses made of snow. They are built in extremely cold places. Thank you so much children for watching this video. I hope this video would be helpful to you to revise all the previous chapter we have already taught. Bye bye, take care, stay home, stay safe.